I've always been fascinated with people that can juggle. And if you go to the circus or watch certain variety shows on television, perhaps you've seen a great juggler. I'm not sure how good a juggler I am, but let me just take these golf balls and see how I do. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. How do I get that third one up there? Well, we'll try. I give up. One of the things I think I've learned over the years about myself is there have been times in my life when I've tried to juggle too much. But what I've learned in that process is this, is that often the balls that drop in my life are relationships, the things that often are most important. And so the question I want to ask you today is this, what are you thinking about as you think about 2017 and your goals, your targets? Someone said if you aim at nothing, you will hit it every time. So again, as we think about planning for 2017, we can either go about the routine things that we always do and often get overloaded and try to juggle too much and dropping things that are very important. And so often what I think I've observed over the years is that often we allow pressure to manipulate us instead of having priorities that show us how to live our lives in terms of focusing on those things that are most important. In fact, someone wrote a study and they said this, that 87% of the people do not have goals. 10% of the people have goals but do not write them down. 3% of the people have written goals. Now listen to this. The 3% of the people who have written goals accomplish 50 to 100 times more than the others. If you aim at nothing, you will hit it every time. In the Gospel of Matthew, Jesus says this, Matthew 22, verses 37 to 39. You must love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind. This is the first and great commandment, first priority. A second is equally important, love your neighbors as you love yourself. We've written a book on this subject, and the book is called The Four Priorities. And this is what we say out of that passage of Matthew 22, the four priorities are. Number one, a personal commitment to Jesus Christ. Making sure that that relationship is established in your life and maintained in your life so that it's the most important thing in your life and it will impact every other activity and priority of your life. The second priority, he said, love your neighbor, how? As you love yourself. And we believe that you will only be able to love someone else to the degree you love yourself, and you'll only be able to love yourself to the degree you know how much he loves you. And so that second priority is a personal commitment to loving yourself, seeing what God thinks of you. And then number two, to be able to take some time and energy and planning to take care of yourself physically, mentally, socially, and emotionally, and obviously spiritually. That's priority one. The third priority, we call it the personal commitment to other believers, other people that have a relationship with Christ. Underneath that comes your relationship, if you're married, to your husband or your wife, and to other people that are followers of Jesus Christ. There's a special instruction in the scripture that we focus in terms of a priority to other believers. And there's a reason for that. We can talk about it another time. The final priority, the fourth priority, is a commitment to the work of Jesus in the world. And that basically entails, if you work every day, to be excellent at your work, to be the best you can be. But the deeper purpose is through that entree and that platform of your work to make a difference in the lives of other people that don't know Jesus Christ. And so, as we think about 2017, if you'd like a plan, just check our website out and the information at the end of this video, and we will give you some help on knowing how to plan your life for 2017 according to those four biblical priorities. So remember this, if you aim at nothing, you'll hit it every time. You think about that.